All right, Jonathan, welcome. Thank you for coming and doing an interview with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, Jonathan, you are a commercial music and artist development major, but you do your own music, which is very cool. Now, do you write the songs yourself that you sing?
Yeah, I write myself. I've written like 2 with my siblings, but the other ones are just me.
That's very cool. Now, have you like always had a passion to do that, or was it something that like developed over time?
Specifically writing, I started when I was pretty young. Like my first song I wrote when I was 11, and then I didn't really write for a while after that, and then I just kind of like started picking it back up. But I really loved it like when I wrote, and like I love writing and just expressing myself through song. It's just Yeah.
And I like that you said because I noticed in your YouTube videos that you do a lot of stuff with your siblings.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's kind of like a family thing then. Yeah. So tell me more about that. Do you all work together specifically? Was it like a choice? Is everyone into music?
Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty close, and like from the beginning, like we were all kind of like musical and all kind of like, especially when we were young, we used to all 3 of us sing in church, and it wasn't really like a solo thing. We just all like sang together, and then like slowly it kind of switched where my brother kind of went to like drums. And so with drums, he kind of in a way like took the backseat. I mean, he's still like our older brother, but in terms of like the spotlight, a lot of the focus was on me and my sister. But like, that's still shared. And I think it was just with me like writing songs and just really expressing, like I really wanted to pursue music as like a career, and she was more like, she loved music and she like loves it probably as much as I do, but it wasn't really something she wanted to do, and she doesn't like write her own music specifically. So it's kind of like with the album, for example, it's like Jonathan Senga, but that was like, originally we were even thinking of doing like a band kind of thing and not just like a me thing. But then they're like, no, this is your career and everything. You're going to, be going to Liberty, studying music. I think we should, call it Jonathan Senga. So it was more like a collaborative thing versus just like, oh, I want to do this solo thing,
Yeah, that's so cool. And that's kind of nice that they were like, no, like you want to do this, you go do that. So they're really supportive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's so nice. Now, for people who haven't heard your music, how would you describe it to people?
Overall, I would, it's like Christian contemporary, but a little poppy in terms of like the specific side. It's kind of like what I was going for, but it's definitely also, there's a lot of African vibes.
Yeah.
Just because of like the background and because it was, recorded in a studio in the Congo with like Congolese musicians.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they had like their touch on it, and, even a lot of the ideas that I came up kind of, either accidental or intentional kind of came out African, which was kind of, cool.
Yeah, no, that's definitely so cool. I love that, because then that has like a little bit of your own touch to it. It makes the music more like personal to you, and more like when people hear it, they'll be like, oh, yep, that's Jonathan Senga's music, Now, you are auditioning for The Voice on Saturday. How are you feeling? That's so cool.
I'm really excited. I'm really hoping to be able, because like the first auditions, you just like kind of go and just like show up, and it's just like random judges or whatever.
Right.
But I'm hoping to like be able to make it on the show and like meet Nick and Jonas or whatever.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Now, what are you singing? Are you allowed to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing True Love. I think it's by Dove Cameron.
Yes.
And it's from the Liv and Maddie show specifically. That's gonna be like, I think I'm picking like 2 songs, so it's like between that, True Love, and I Think I Kinda
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I know that song. I think I kind of know. Now, okay, why did you choose those 2?
Specifically, it was like vocal reasons, just in terms of like how the song complemented my voice or whatever. But
of course, yeah.
I think it's also something we can relate to. Like True Love's kind of message is kind of about how like, kind of regretting like some of the things, you feel like you had true love, but you didn't really do anything about it. So it's kind of like that. And, I know I can relate, and it's like just kind of that thing it was appealing to me also message wise. So,
like your emotions will be attached to the song. So like that will also come across. It's not just some, random song. Now, if you got to choose which judge's team you're on, Whose would it be?
Definitely Nick Jonas.
Yeah. And he's new this season, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah. Very exciting. Love Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
Now, you sing a lot of worship music. That's kind of the genre. What's your favorite one? I always like knowing what people's favorites one, if they have one that inspires them or one they always go back to.
Like favorite worship song or art? Okay.
Yeah. If you have one, or if you have a favorite specific artist that inspires you, is kind of someone you listen to a lot.
Yeah, especially when I was younger, my favorite artist was Chris Tomlin. And one song that really spoke to me was Indescribable.
Oh yes.
And that's not only the song, the song's amazing, but it also had an influential role in my life.
Yeah.
Because that was the song I was listening to when I got saved.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's just that attachment, Indescribable's always probably number one.
Oh yeah. That would keep it in a special place in your heart forever, because it is something so big when you attach a memory to music anyway. That happens a lot. Yeah. But especially one of being saved to that song, and that's a good song to be saved to. Now, where can people listen to your music?
Yeah, so my music's available in most online stores, so Spotify, Apple Music, most of the ones I know of. So it's just an online kind of thing. I use a online distribution site, so you can find it pretty much anywhere you listen to music, on your phone, for example. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you an on-campus student, I'm assuming? Or are you off campus?
I'm off campus now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how do you go about recording your music and putting together your music as an off-campus student,
Yeah, so the first album that we did, I did in the Congo, and we used a local studio there that a lot of the artists, there will use. And it was just a small studio, but we were able to go there and kind of record something like this EP. But over Christmas, I released a single, and that was the first one that I produced myself too. So I did the music and
oh wow,
and all that stuff. And my brother's in that one. He rapped. He helped me. He wrote the rap.
Yes, I think I watched that video on YouTube.
Yeah.
And yes, I really liked it. Who did the video and stuff on it?
Yeah, my brother does the videos and all that stuff. Since he's a cinematic arts major, that's really his thing and his focus, and he loves doing that. Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that it always kind of goes back to a family thing, you know? And where do you specifically, and also with your family, where do you guys see this going? Do you want to keep making music?
I definitely want to keep making music, and that's where we kind of differ. We've always thought collaboration, but my brother wants to be a movie director. So that's where he's going, and my sister wants to go in the medical field and become start an orphanage and become a nurse and and stuff. So that's kind of their area. So career wise, I really want to pursue music, and whenever, for sure, we've always talked about how I can write a song for my brother's movie in the future, and kind of just that kind of collaboration, have my sister come and sing on my albums, for sure, just kind of that sort of thing.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm very excited to hear how Saturday goes. We'll be praying for you.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you preparing? How do you go about doing that?
I just practice. Right now it's been a little hard with my cold, but I just came from practicing the song that I was gonna do, and I think it's just the biggest thing was finding the song, and then learning which song I wanted to portray, because it's going to be a moment probably that can define whether I go or whether I stay. So
right.
It's just that, and also just staying in prayer and making sure that my heart's in the right place for this thing, that it's not to bring glory to myself, but glory to God.
Of course,
is
yes.
an important thing. But yeah, that's how my preparation has been.
Yeah, well, I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you too. That is so cool to be able to audition for The Voice. And that's this Saturday.
Yeah.
And again, where can people check out your music?
On Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, if they do that.
Yeah, and YouTube. What's your YouTube?
Yeah. My YouTube's just Jonathan Senga. And yeah, we just do like before we did like covers and stuff, and now we've done like I think 3 music videos for some of the songs that I did. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, break a leg on Saturday, and thank you again for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.